this council, this is the first time I've seen it so tense. And so this is the first time, actually, I've seen the police chief behave in a way that, in my opinion, I felt kind of not feeling comfortable him sitting behind me with a gun. I'm a black man, and I have a lot of experience with the Madison Police Department. And I've said this to my colleagues. This resolution has nothing to do with trust or lack thereof. Each and every one of us has worked at a place where at the end of the period you were evaluated. How well have you done? What are the mistakes? What do you learn from the past couple of months or 12 months or something? So the police chief has just said that, so before I get there, now that I've been in the council for over a year, I get asked basically 3 questions. One of the questions is, how do you like the council? And generally my answer to that is that I like the people that I work with. What I do not like sometimes is the politics. That's number 1 question. Number 2, how do you like the mayor? And the answer to that is that, well, it depends on what day you ask me about the mayor. And that is for you. The other question that I get asked is, how do you like your police chief? And honestly, I have the utmost respect for the police chief. I don't know him that much, but when I see him speak, he speaks with authority and somebody who is interested in fixing the problems of the city. That's how I see him. So in addition to that answer, I'll tell them I deal with Jay and Mary. Those are my captains, and I meet with them regularly. I love working with them. That's what my answer to these 3 questions. But the behavior of the chief tonight, honestly, is unimaginable. I was totally afraid for him to be behind me with a gun. I have said to some of my colleagues, if I have to ask him questions or we have to question him, then we better ask him to hand over the gun until when we are done. There's no problem within the community. It's people like us, the authority, people who are in authority, who instigate this kind of stuff, in my opinion. When I first saw this thing that we want to give more money to police studies, my first instinct is no, because nothing is going to come out of it. No matter how much study we do, nothing is going to come out of it. But after I read about it, and some people talk to me about the committee that they have trust in, and I listened to my constituent, I decided that maybe I should vote for this. But I am voting for this more because of the behavior of the police chief. We should not accept this kind of behavior. Whenever people who sit in these aisles behave in any way, even if they clap, they are sent out by the police chief or his police officers. Why should he behave the way he's behaving? And we all sit here and let it happen. That should not happen. This is what filtered down to the community. We should not let that happen. If you want to live safe, whether it's in Madison or in the United States of America, we have to accept our differences. We have to accept the fact that we all cannot be the same. And sometimes we have to force our natural bias towards people who are different from us. So I want to ask the police chief a couple of questions, if I may. And my first question is, when is the right time to fund this 400,000 to the committee? When is the right time, if today is not the right time?
Chief Koval?
That's your decision as a policymaker, and I would think it's when you have more ample reserves beyond your financial reserves, if you're asking me as a taxpayer.
Okay, so, but you are not against this as a taxpayer, you are against it as a police chief.
No, I'm not against it even as a police chief. I've said you can have your study.
The right time, right?
I said you can have your study whenever you declare it to be appropriate.
Didn't you say that?
I said it was a fiscally unfortunate time to start, yes.
As a police officer or as a citizen?
I could say that in both domains.
But in what domain did you say?
Chief.
Okay, good. So the person that is responsible for our finances is the finance director. All of them sit here every night that we meet, and we ask them every kind of question. None of them behave the way you behave tonight. We all should not accept that. I am a black man, and my experience with the police is not good, but that doesn't mean I hate the police. That doesn't mean I don't vote for what they bring to council. Reality is I have organized 9 meetings with the Madison Police Department to talk to African American people so they understand each other. That is what you are supposed to be doing, not to send the blog that you sent or come and stand here and behave in a way that is not accepted by any standard. So whether this passes or not, we have to work together. Where I came from, when you hear Africa, all of you, when you hear Africa, what do you hear? What do you think? Negative. That, you know, is wars, is corruption, and all this kind of stuff. Our police officers do not disrespect us like what happened tonight. Our police officers do not carry guns, but when they go to our citizens, they listen to them. Of course, you cannot compare America to a third world country like what I'm talking about, but we are all human beings, and we all deserve respect. Whether we are black, brown, or white, or whatever we are. The way you felt at that meeting to an extent you left, that is how we feel every day as minority people in this community. All because of the behavior of some of our leaders. We cannot let that happen. All of us cannot let that happen. There's no need to say, I support the police, this and that and that. This behavior is not accepted. We all have to agree to that. So I'm going to vote in support of this. And anything that the police bring here, moving forward, I will scrutinize to the best of my ability. Just because you use your tactic that you said you use to whatever you said your training is, that's why you are instigating this kind of stuff, that doesn't mean that when you bring something here, it will be supported. Everybody here has an independent mind, and everybody here is a winner.
Can I respond to any of this, or is this a unilateral conversation?
Were you still asking questions of Chief Koval, Alder Baldeh?
Yep, I think I have one more question. So let's say...
Can I respond to the last rant or no?
This is not ranting, and this is what I'm talking about. Okay. This is telling the truth. This is just what happened now. Okay. This is not ranting. You have ranted, and this guy you are ranting over everybody.
I don't think I was that demonstrative, but I apologize if that's how you took it. All right.
Exactly. So you were not listening to yourself and see how.
Can I just clarify that as a police officer of 33 years with a stellar record, I really resent the inference that you thought that someone sitting behind you with a gun was going to be a clear and present danger to you.
That is because of your behavior.
My behavior because I expressed my opinion.
Up and down and talking and doing whatever.
Well, that's because I was going to the aid of the Fitzsimmons earlier, and that's also because I was going to be being asked about the rules.
Please don't talk. Can we please restore decorum here?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
please, number one, please do not talk over one another.
Okay.
We can't hear you for one thing when you're talking at the same time.
Exactly.
I say that to Chief Koval and to Alderperson Baldeh. So if we could please just speak one at a time. Alderperson Baldeh has the floor. Mm-hmm. You're asking Chief Koval a question, correct?
So basically, you know, my question is wrapped up. But if you want to respond to what he called rant, he can. But he's been ranting all night and behaving in a way that nobody appreciates. Thank you.
So I'm sorry, that is a question of Chief Koval?
No, I'm done with questioning, okay? But if you want to respond to whatever he called rant, he can also rant.
Chief Koval, did you wish to respond?
I decline the offer, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you both. So we're back to the queue. So it's Alderperson